That was real fast. I knew we were in the draft, but I didn't know we were done.
You missed it. You blink, you miss it. But
Alright, advanced DK again. Liquid wins.
I mean, surely there's a lot of other things that Moo can play as well.
Absolutely.
And I would imagine he can play the traditional carries as well.
For sure. I think it's always a question of, do you go for comfort picks versus meta picks a bit? Even though, even when you can play the meta picks, the comfort picks you can just play that much better. That maybe, I mean, Chaos Knight is maybe an example where it is kind of a meta pick, but it's not considered like the best of the best carries right now. Yet it works so well for J-Storm.
Yeah. And I guess a Night Stalker, the reason he can do well in that is that it used to be an offlane hero as well.
Yeah.
Right? Take it over. So what other offlane heroes could be turned into a carry? Everybody knows him of his Spirit Breaker. What are the odds? No, never mind. One can dream. One can dream.
I don't know if that's a hero right now, unfortunately. I mean, Neil mentioned the Timbersaw last draft.
Yeah.
It's not really a carry. Oh, well, they're just going to... Oh, Liquid's Void. What am I talking about?
Put the old draft back on.
Yeah. We're on to something there.
Slightly out of order, though.
Yes, this is exactly the same.
Yeah, I don't think they go Lycan, right?
Yeah,
but
they don't go Lycan. Because they didn't ban out the... Even if they wanted
What
to.
if J-Storm didn't think Lycan was the problem?
that's possible.
Oh,
but
they do think Lycan was the problem.
Okay, I think that's just a comfort thing for Brax, probably. Sax is not particularly meta. I don't think you need any BKB piercing disable this early in the draft. I don't think Axe is that strong of a laner against Void. He's pretty good, but Void can CS under tower just fine. Axe is probably going to cut the creep wave, and I think an AA can chase him.
yeah, AA was one of these heroes I feel like that was getting picked up against the Axe sometimes.
Exactly, because Chilling Touch was just so effective.
Yeah. Axe has definitely fallen off as far as offlane priority goes.
Yeah. And now first phase picked.
Yeah.
Well, you
Never rely on comfort. Rather you do it in a less important role like offlane than your carry like the Lycan.
And you said Brax played it once already so far?
It is Fear that presses the buttons from the looks
Yes.
we just saw. It is
Okay.
Demon, however, holding the papers, and someone else gave up a chair for him to sit next to Fear.
Okay.
To
Seems
be
like
his
a
right hand. He was actually on his right hand as well.
That seems like a joint drafting.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Blitz was like a few seats away, no papers in hand. He was chilling.
He was chilling.
Doing gang signs.
Reppin'.
I mean, it worked.
Oh, yeah, I'm not questioning. No,
Liquid
is
also thought that Lycan... Well, I
Okay.
guess they do think that Lycan was the problem because they just straight ban it.
Yeah.
And J-Storm show they're willing to first to it and they rate the hero, so even if it didn't work, they have an idea where it can work, so... So what's it going to be?
You see 9 staring at the screen.
Whose
I would
hand is
imagine
it?
his role is normally, like, he's normally
Insane.
pretty quiet during the draft.
Called it. I was trying to guess whose body it was off the hand.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you guess right?
I
didn't
did
hear
guess
it.
right.
You did.
Insania is probably one of the hairier of the players. So it's kind of an easy one.
You know a man with
Yeah,
some
right.
hair.
I'm one to talk.
Yeah.
We know
Wait,
you're
am I
first.
playing for Liquid?
You know, hair game, respect another hair game.
Let's see if we get another
I like
test.
this game. Then the Omni Knight.
Yeah.
Boxy has been playing a variety of heroes. In fact, during the group stage, Boxy played a different hero every single game. I don't know if Sand King was a duplicate or not, but he was doing all sorts of wacky stuff. He was playing Mars one game. So he's proven to be very versatile. I know Blitz changed his Steam name to be Boxy Fan,
Yeah.
I believe. So he is definitely have a soft spot for that player. And Tusk, hero I have not seen at all.
Often paired with AA, though. This is like going back many patches, but this was a very common support duo for a period
It was
of time.
the Boxy Puck, right? Not SK.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
the
right,
puck,
yeah.
He
played
did play
Yeah.
Puck
So that
once
was a
in
duplicate?
the. It was a duplicate.
Okay,
indeed.
so.
Yeah.
I got me all
So-
confused. I like the Tusk though. It's nice and active.
Yeah. Gives him a save against Axe. That's always one of the things you want to have, if possible, if it can fit.
Was Tiger the one that said he wanted to be #1 Tusk? I think
When?
so. Dream League.
Oh.
I think we did an interview with him, and he's like, Tusk's gonna be my hero. I want he wants
He has
to
to
be the number one.
He has to beat Jerax at it first.
Oh,
I consider
I was
Jerax-
thinking FY.
Oh, okay, yeah, those.
But Jerax is that's true.
Yeah. So there's some big shoes to fill if you
Yes.
want to do
Yeah.
that.
There's the Marana.
But yeah, Jerax
Somehow
was like
ignored.
the original.
Yeah, Jerax was.
Yeah.
I find Jerax to be the most memorable because he was the first one to start cliffing himself with shards on a consistent basis. You'd see it occasionally from all Tusk players, but he could do it like
Consistently.
guaranteed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's impressive. You gotta practice that quite a bit in the private lobbies, I would
I
imagine.
asked him about it.
Yeah?
So his strat is basically, you see there's whenever have your hero selected, there's a little green circle at the bottom of your hero, and you just click inside that green circle, and you'll reverse shard yourself every time. Cliffing it takes like angles and directional movement and stuff like that, but getting in front of the shards, you'll see the green circle, you target it inside the green circle, and you'll always end up in front of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now I'm expecting
More
a
you know.
lot more of those plays in my pubs.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully. It's a lot easier said than done, as you said, requires
Yeah.
practice, but
Yeah.
that's the consistent method that he uses. And Legion Commander picked up. So why did they ban out the Omni? Do you think?
I mean, Boxy played it once before.
Okay.
Just
Uh,
throw the GA when Void Chronos, and
Yeah.
there's the Moo Classic.
Yeah.
hey.
We're gonna
Although-
well, I guess nine also plays
Nine
it.
also
yes.
plays
yeah,
it.
You're in.
So
Yeah.
it just depends, I suppose, on what you want to do for your one position.
You do know you are looking at a melee matchup against either Legion, Commander, or Void, depending if Timber goes to the side
True,
lane.
yeah.
But we'll see what that leads to. Probably an OD ban, I would expect. A good hero to round out
Yes.
Liquid's draft, and an obvious counter to the Timbersaw and the Axe.
Yep.
The Astral
And,
Save.
and the arrows
Yep.
as well. Oh, maybe that's why they banned out the Omni. So they wanted one dispel from arrow setups. Legion is another dispel.
Mhm.
Abaddon, I guess they rate Legion more highly than Abaddon.
Yep.
And seeing as how J-Storm also banned out Shadow Demon, I wouldn't be surprised if they want to avoid having to deal with banishes. So it seems to me like OD seems a logical ban.
Do you need a setup for the arrow? I mean, I know Legion's probably gonna get it off anyway, but like they're kind of lacking any other disable other than the arrow. A call?
Call, yeah, that's the only real thing.
Yeah, you don't. I don't think you can necessarily pick your mid with that idea in mind. Maybe there's some heroes like Ember Spirit that could be good, but you need a mid that scales well. If you're running
Yeah.
a one-position Timbersaw,
What is
yeah.
that drawing? The money boat. Tinker.
Hate
That's
it.
so intentional. Oh my god.
Was that?
He was waiting for the
Yeah,
camera
he
to come
really
to him.
was.
That was it was some Reddit shitpost when it showed OG in their booth, and it was like No-Tail furiously tapping on his sheet,
Yeah.
and then like someone made up a fake sheet where it just says give Anna Ember, and then everyone's on a boat with TI
Oh.
money or something like
I thought
that.
I saw it said something hater or something.
I thought
on
it
Oh,
said
maybe.
something Tinker.
Oh, Tinker.
I just saw
Oh,
a boat.
Okay, we
Well, the boat was on the right
You're
side,
right.
and the Tinker and something else in front of
Oh.
it, or whatever the
It
text
may have
said.
whatever
was in
hero,
front of
because
it.
for the OG shitpost it was Anna Ember, and so whatever hero that they think will carry them to victory.
Well, it was
maybe
not
it was Templar
Tinker.
Assassin.
yeah. There's your kind of scaling mid. If you want to run a one-position Timbersaw, the Moo Classic, you need a mid that
Yeah.
can actually deal physical damage theoretically, or at least be a carry.
And they ban out the Koifa Razor. I can't believe how
Ah.
fat that Razor got previous game.
Yeah, they're really set on giving TA a good lane. My worry is OD just looks amazing for
Yeah.
Liquid right now.
He doesn't do great against Templar, but I think you're okay with that.
It's just, yeah, the fact that it does so well in the game
right.
against Axe, Timbersaw, save against the arrow. I don't know. What are the other options necessarily?
It just depends if you want to counter TA in lane.
Oh, okay. Storm Blitz is like, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, well, this is also Liquid. These guys already love Storm.
Yeah, they do.
before
Yes.
Blitz came along, they were
Yes.
like first twoing Storm. So.
Cliff will jam that hero in
Yeah, yeah.
any opportunity he gets.
Yep.
And he gets the cosign from Blitz. It's like, let's do it. I can beat Templar Assassin. You think I can beat Templar Assassin? Let's go.
Yeah, I think that the draft is kind of working out in terms of who plays what and where the way we thought it was going to be. But the question is this better from J-Storm? Like, we criticized their draft heavily
Yeah.
previous game. Did they redeem themselves?
Very much so.
Okay.
I think that there's no one hero on Liquid that I can say outright counters J-Storm. At best, maybe Taiga with the Banish is going to be really good against the arrows and the axe calls and stuff like that. But beyond that, there's nothing as irritating as Lycan having to deal with like the force stuns that Liquid had last time.
It's a much more well-rounded draft. It's a different direction. My big worry is Brax on Axe needs to have a really good game. He is their he's their stun. He's their sep. He needs to get a good time on his Blink Dagger, and he's potentially versing like a really tough lane. Like the Void AA, Tusk can always help as well. That there's so much kill potential here. They need to find a way to give Brax a good game.
I must say, Koikfa in his Liquid jersey reminds me a lot of Mind Control.
I can see that. Yeah.
It's like at first glance. I mean, obviously the headset
chubby
issue,
cheeks,
you know.
a little bit. Just want to pinch them. Except Mind Control was more like this. He's just chilling during the draft.
No, but this wasn't during the draft. This was, he's done. He's ready to go.
Yeah.
He was adjusting. That's normally what Mind Control does.
Time
Like
to play.
draft's over, time to play. Let's find out what's going to happen here in game number 2 of the series. Upper bracket, who goes forward upwards and who goes forward downwards or lower words, lower bracket over to LD and Fogged.
Let's go onwards into the game. Fogged, game number 2 is upon us. You said you were going to go in if you saw the Lycan. You did not see the Lycan.
I did not see the Lycan. I'm very happy.
So you don't have to go in. But,
only Lycan. I said Lycan first too.
Yes,
I had
that is true. That's true. That would have been like, beating your head against a brick wall.
Yeah. Shiva almost called you Owen there. Just gonna point that out there. Maybe.
I mean.
Maybe. All right. Just kidding. Maybe not. Just kidding. Maybe not.
Obviously, we're both dashing.
Or maybe Parker. Or maybe something along those lines. But
he might have a little more hair than me.
maybe.
Actually, both of them might have a little more hair than me.
Come on, Dave.
What I lack in hair, I make up for in something.
Nice pushback by
This
Fear.
is going to be your first blood. Yep, one more auto attack gets the kill.
And the Fairy
J-Storm.
Fire.
Off to a great start.
Yeah. I like that they did I mean, they kind of did this last game, but they didn't have great heroes for it. This time they have heroes they can kill because they have the battle hunger early on, so they can set up for that first blood with that try-aggressive that we saw Liquid do last time when they set up themselves for a first blood.
Already looking a lot better for J-Storm here in game 2.
Yeah.
Feels like they have a lineup that has plenty of power spikes throughout the game. They've got some Roche potential, good strong lanes, some ganks. The panel was most concerned about this Brax Axe, but it looks like they're securing his lane early.
Braxax?
The Brax Axe. Oh man,
remember his name used to be Braxax?
That's an old school one.
Yeah, no, I definitely like the axe. I think it works really well as well with Coddle. You put down the Will-O-Wisp, you call, either protect it or keep them inside of it for it to flicker again. There's also some neat combos they do have coming out with the Coddle. Coddle plus Axe is really strong. Insania.
He's on the feet train here. No Fairy Fire this time.
And Brax takes the last hit this time.
Punches him down.
Yep.
And Moose should be okay. It's just a Legion commander versus a melee Timbersaw, so could definitely take these fights.
I'm mostly gonna
be
watching the mid lane because I think there's a lot of potential for outplaying here. As a Storm, you hit level 3, you get the point in the Vortex, and you can pull the TA and even go for like setup kills. Quite very familiar with this matchup, and he's 8-5 to 0. Wait, 1-0 of the TA. Wait, that's
It's not supposed to be this bad, right?
No, I mean TA still does okay in it, but Storm you can last hit just fine. Like you break 2 refraction with your overload hits.
Nine's got to find a way back into this lane. They do have some roaming potential if Moose wants to make his way over there before the Storm hits 6.
Yep.
Try and set up an arrow kill. So not all is lost, but it is a rough beginning.
Yeah, that is for sure.
Nine's trying to take the fight to him, but quickly bursting him low. And on this top lane, action breaking out. Moo diving onto Boxy. Has he overextended, fighting in only the level 1 reactive armor, but it's enough to force Boxy back. Left the salve up. Everybody's low. Nobody's dead just yet.
Koikfa actually does not get the pull at level 3. 9 will get pushed toward a Haster in top. Don't think he's going to use that to move anywhere else. But yeah, this is an interesting lane positioning here, as we tend to see versus Timbersaws.
Yeah, as they get more levels here, I imagine the Timber is going to get more and more aggressive.
Yeah.
It did take a lot of early harass from Boxy.
It's a super strong lane we see right there.
Koikfa being dove in the mid lane. Can Nine finish him off? Pops the Fairy Fire. Keeps on juking. Gets up the Remnant. I don't know if he's got the damage for this Giannis. He's going to have to back away. He's quite low. Will live. Meanwhile, bottom. Arrow onto Insania. But Insania also managed to get Brax low as he was tanking the creep wave. Mickey's joining this. Suddenly, 3 heroes for Liquid coming in. Moose leaps out. Mickey's there to greet him. The call, though, will pull in the toss. Doesn't get the spins he needs. So they lose the Ancient Apparition.
All right, I'm liking this game a lot.
Already.
This is
3-1.
Brax this time stepped a bit far now afterwards and will be... he's okay.
It's not the creep Moose was hoping for, but you know, he'll take it. Mid lane. Oh! No! TA needed that one. That would have like completely turned the lane around. And she has caught up in CS decently.
And this is why I was saying I want to watch the mid lane, right? This is what I'm talking about. This is a fun one. You have 2 players that are very familiar with the matchup. You will always have those type of battles happen out. See who can get the little bit of damage advantage. Koifa coming out ahead.
And now he's got his bottle. 4-minute runes coming soon. 9 meanwhile, just the stick and the mango. So no regen really. A lot of action. I mean, even bottom, they're trading blows again. It's just been non-stop to start this game. Boxy's dragging a huge wave up top. I don't even know where to look.
Much more fun of a game this time around, that's for sure.
We're battling.
What the hell is that? Is that the Legion taunt?
I think so.
That is absurdly absurd.
You feel like you have a small orchestra in your eardrum?
I was looking at Axe when I heard it, so I was like, wait, what the heck is going on right now? Axe is playing some rallying call. As Boxy will get forced away. Does have the wave here. Fear. Gonna keep trying to mess with him a bit. Even get some denies and oh. Fear. Playing very deep.
Him and his merry band of creeps.
Taiga has no TP available.
He's still going with these auto attacks. Blinding light, no CS for you, sir. And now he's dragging a wave.
And Brax is watching from the offlane, giving him some moral support.
Trying to just hit creeps. So Moose did rotate mid. I think he wanted to set up on the Storm, but Taiga was around, and it looks like the gank will not materialize. So he heads back bottom, where Taiga sees him.
Bounty runes. Looks like, I mean, it looks like J-Storm's gonna get all 4.
Wow, that's big.
That is massive. They're putting pressure on their lanes. They're getting the runes too. Brax.
Are they gonna lose Brax, or is he gonna get a couple of kills here? He's got a call. He's got some help. 1 down. Are they going to get more? Mickey's trying to fight it out. They need some bashes. Battle Hunger comes through. 1 more auto attack. It's not enough. Mickey's in danger here. Moose has the arrow. He's going to turn back for the safer, easier kill. Go for the Ancient Apparition. Snowball in. Will end Brax. A bit of hubris for him. And Moose now still trying to find that Insania pickoff. He's going to have 1 more leap. Gets to the high ground. Almost got corralled in with the tree there instead. Regen, bottling up, whiffs the arrow, still goes down. We'll have some time to think about that one.
Nice play by Taiga. Even the little picking up the AA inside the snowball there, maybe saving his life for a second.
They didn't get it.
Oh yeah, they didn't get that fourth one.
Is Taiga assuming they already did, I guess?
Probably, yeah. He's just looking at the regular rune, but no one's actually checking it out. So he'll stay for a moment. Muzel has a bottle though, so he'll probably go get that one now.
Woo, 4-4, 6 minutes in.
Action packed.
Could have been like 3 more kills probably.
Yep. Brax, he's isolated down by bottom. Mickey. Kind of playing around it. He's a bit afraid of these spins.
Oh, arrow comes in though. Big connection on the Tuskar. He shoots and he scores, and now Mickey's got to back off.
Ooh, he was trying to hit him over the shards, but he actually couldn't. And yeah, he's scared. That level 3 spin, it's intimidating with Brax having these early phase boots on too.
Yeah, that extra bit of armor, very nice.
Yeah.
And Moo is maybe the real winner here because he's just in between the towers. His old TI staple is back, taking the fight to Boxy and keeping the pressure up. Leader in net worth, 48 CS, so J-Storm, they're 3 cores topping the net worth charts. The Mirana is almost even with the Void, in fact. That's pretty insane.
Yeah.
In fact, they have 4 of the top 5.
Mid lane.
Just like that. They're going to go on 9, though. This could really turn things around. Has the fresh refraction. They jump up. They commit. 9. Sentry drops down just to make sure they get this kill. The blinding light from Fear.
Oh, my God.
He gets out. Huge. And while that was happening, they got another kill bottom. And they keep on going. They've got to call a couple more spins with an arrow. Starstorm. Ooh. Doesn't have the mana for it. Had the stick charges.
Oh, he got the stick off. Brax would have had the dunk. He took that like I think it was like 244 or something health. He definitely would have got
Okay, wants to go. He's got Chrono. He's going to commit it for the Axe here. Moo's just waiting on the side of it, waiting for his arrow to cool down. The Axe call comes through, but the snowball to dodge it. Very nicely played by Taiga. And so J-Storm do lose their prized Axe. Meanwhile, top, Moo engaging onto Boxy. Relentless aggression from J-Storm this game.
Yeah, and it's nice that they have this Timber Saw, like, because they can just leave him. You know, you just have this versus a Legion Commander in a 1v1. He's perfectly fine with after giving the great start from the Coddle being up there. So now Fear can go run around, sap some experience. They weren't really stacking too much. I think they got, I think only the TA actually stacked. One Coddle stack on an Ancient, and then there's a TA stack afterwards. So great movements by Fear, understanding that he can just dip out of top lane and just put pressure on the sides.
Well, if you wanted a good start on the Axe, I know our panel was talking about it. They have gotten it.
Yeah.
So Brax will be able to keep the pressure going.
I'm looking forward to a lot of fun chakra plays that we have in this game. We have the chakra with the Axe, so the double call that can come out later on, and then the chakra with the TA is one of the bigger ones for me. You can do Roche. You keep refreshing the refraction and the
Do
melt,
it really early.
and do it really early. Yeah. Even Timber 2 has its merits, you know, your double nukes that we saw in the laning phase. But
Liquid are hunting, smoked up, wanting to jump. They're going to go on 9. This is a pretty deep dive, and there's an immediate response with the TP coming in. Moose is there. 9 is dead, though. Do they get a counter kill? It's only a Mirana and a Keeper. So a nice rotation by Liquid, but they're going to pay for this with towers. Moo, tier 1 top, taking a beating, and it will be going down.
they also put 2 sentries in tower range that got killed immediately after getting that
Very
kill.
expensive
So
kill at that.
Yeah.
Boxy gets the deny. That's big for Liquid.
Bottom. Brax. Mickey getting spun on.
He's
One
got the
more
dunk.
spin.
He's got the dunk.
He won't continue.
Still farming pretty well on the Void, considering the non-stop pressure he's been under, but
Absolutely.
not as good as last game. It's definitely being challenged more. Battle Hunger comes out. Mickey does have some tangos here. It's only a level 1 Battle Hunger. But they're going to, you know, start aggressively farming elsewhere now. So Moo takes over the enemy jungle.
Got the 2 denies in Mickey's face, keeping that battle hunger active.
Very nice. And a 4-hero rotation. They've got a Chrono. They're going to walk right into Brax. Backups here, though. 9 comes in. Mickey looking for the clean opening. Doesn't have it. Goes after Fear. Storm's going to commit. They really want this Keeper of the Light, but that's leaving Brax free to do whatever he wants on the backside. He gets the dunk, gets the kill. AA down, and now chasing for Taiga. They're probably losing both supports. Trap committed. Mickey, he's TP'd back for this. He gets off the Chronosphere. At least saves Buddy for the time being. Will end up falling, though. Brax has the call. Couldn't get it off in time. Time walks out, and now Koikfa, relatively low on mana. Oh, arrow. Nice dodge. He's going to be fine for now. Wants to re-engage,
Oh, they're
but
bottling him up.
Brax juking. They've no more leaps on Moose. Gets off the Starstorm. Decent damage done onto Koikfa, but they'll just sack the Mirana. And Koikfa will get a killing spree.
All right.
So 16 kills in 11 minutes.
That's a lot of action.
That's some Dota.
Yeah, that's a lot of action. That Chronosphere by Mickey was really optimistic. They don't have the levels coming out on the supports yet. You know the AA wasn't 6 before the Tome. You don't have Legion Commander anywhere near.
Bottom lane, they're going to roll in, and they blow up Brax. That is the debut of the Ancient Apparition Ice Blast non-stop. And also looks like Moo is trying to chase out Boxy with the Chakram. Has a chain.
Ooh.
Off the mark.
That tree is not there anymore. Does not connect. Yeah, but that was bottom was both the tomes, right? Both tomes being eaten by the support, so they can set up to kill onto Brax, which is gonna be great for Taiga. Now he gets a lane for himself too.
Yeah, so Liquid are going to have that pick-off potential now.
Yeah.
With the Void, with the AA, and with the Tusk, eventually perhaps even the Legion. So plenty of ways to set up an Ice Blast.
I noticed something a bit interesting too on the Legion. I'm not sure if this was a mistake or if we have to ask him, but he has Tranquil Boots.
Huh. Why do you think Tranquil Boots?
Because he accidentally built them.
Okay. That's a painful blunder if it is the case.
I don't know what I think he had boots and a windlace and he was going to complete Soul Ring or something, and it gave him that. That's what I think happened. I don't know. Tranquil Boots for me are always a bit of a weird one when you're a hero that gets hit a lot and you're hitting.
Yeah. Normally want to see the phase.
Yeah, or even try. I mean, you're tries, yeah. Either way, we won't look at it.
Action mid. Mickey jumping in. Going on to 9. The snowball comes through. They don't connect on the sharks. The Ice Blast also going to miss.
Whoa.
Now Moose comes in. He eats the punch. He eats the Ice Blast. He takes an unnecessary bullet as 9 was out of there. But the trade might be Taiga. No, Taiga's going to live. They are getting another tower, though. Moo and Brax combining. So 2 tier 1s down, both side lanes compromised. Axe Blink coming soon. He's up to 1,700 gold.
That's going to be pretty huge. He's going to be able to constantly set up for kills around the map when I feel like Liquid, they're going to be a little bit less so able to because Boxy's not itemizing for the pickoff. As we've seen a lot of Legions not really do. You itemize just for like the team fight and you play around, press the attack, and you just press your core. Are the Tranquil Boots irking you? They irk me.
I'm clicking on them to see if they're still real.
It happens. We've seen a couple people do that before. And I think every time we've asked a pro about it, they've been like, yeah, I didn't mean to do that. That's the only reason why I assumed that he didn't.
Oh, they're rotating. They're going to take this fight top. Liquid, they might have bit off more than they can chew.
Smoke here.
Mickey's hunting, but Brax is lurking in a very, very deep spot. And here comes the TP. TA's there. She got off the refraction before this started. So they're going to have to commit a lot if they want to even hope to kill her. Instead, the trap is sprung. They're on to Boxy now. Brax and Moo trying to finish him off. Chasing after the Ancient Apparition as well. They like to get multiple kills here. Chain forward. Oh, the damage. That's what you like to see.
And they get the catch on Boxy.
So it's going to be 2 and a chrono for basically nothing. Some power damage, I suppose.
Big mistakes there from Liquid. Not, I guess, maybe not expecting J-Storm to all be set up there, but they knew. They had the ward down. They had all the information.
Oh, that's your blink on Brax.
Yeah, it's going to make it a lot easier for them to set up. And Moo is this super strong frontliner at the moment that doesn't really have much of a response. Sure, they have the AA, but just getting through his sheer HP is a problem right now, not the regen.
So if you're J-Storm, you've got a really nice early lead here. Are you just constantly battling and pushing, taking fights?
Yeah, I think you've got great vision. Actually, I think when you get Deso TA, you can just force a Roche. You've got this Will-O-Wisp that can guard the area. You've got the Blinding Light. You've got Axe with a Blink Dagger, and you have vision already in the most important spot.
Catching out Insania, I believe was trying to TP. Well, he'll get a trip back to the fountain, but not the one he was hoping for. Nice catch. Nice kill. Meanwhile, bounties are spawning. Koikfa's going to grab one. He is hunting.
Standing on a
Maybe
trap.
Trying to contest this TA.
He saw some low Ancient, so he's probably like TA's healing or elsewhere, obviously.
Yeah, but she's got the Deso now.
Yeah, she's very, very strong.
And they're looking to go again on the top lane. Boxy is scurrying up north, heading for the hills.
He's just going for full armor items, it looks like. Yeah, Buckler into a Medallion, Solar
Brax is going to... Oh, he found him. Didn't actually get the call, but forced Boxy to cancel his own TP, and now they can chase. Coming in from behind his Fear. Can blast him back, set up Brax, give him that call. Just needs to get a little bit closer. Chain coming through, Chakram as well. The slow, the call, and the kill. Everything for J-Storm. And 9 hunting. Deso is arriving. Is it just right in the pit now?
I think they could, yeah. I think you can just like arrow it and then Fear just throw constant chakras. Right now he's going to clean up this next Ancient, but they have this great ward down, which is the big indicator for me that they could easily go for that Roche. Maybe they want to protect the ward though. Maybe they look for one more kill or so into going for that Roche.
Oh, they caught out Taiga. He's in trouble. Does roll his way in, but can he make his way back out? It looks like Brax wants to go on this, but 9 playing rather safe. He's respecting that potential Chronosphere rotation. Though they do see the Void top, so...
Arrow? Whoop! But it'll be fine. But it hit. It looked nice.
Very sexy. Not for Liquid, though. Nothing sexy about the way this game has gone.
No, Koikfa extremely far behind in this one. Not even finished. He's about to have the Kaya finished up, and they just lost their third tier 1. So access to Roche even harder now.
J-Storm, they're just going straight for tier 2s.
Yep.
The whole squad on Liquid is up, and they don't care. Ice Blast cooling down. No mana on Insania, though. He might have to go back to Fountain just to get this off.
Yeah, this might actually just be the better play. You're getting more map control out of it, and you're not risking anything.
Oh, you're getting a call, too. Sets up the arrow, drags him away from the creep. Snowball dodge, very nice. Will-O-Wisp, though. Follow-ups there from 9. Scores the kill. The tower's going to be next. Ice Blast does connect on 2, but they don't really want to fight as Moo going to be building a completed Bloodstone at 17 minutes.
Uh-oh. Mickey. They're looking for him.
The Bash Bros are onto him.
And they've
Brax
got
is there
Fear.
with the Battle Hunger. Fear as well. Blinding Light back into a call chain combo. Can they burst this Void down?
Oh, he gets the
Time
bash.
walk away.
But, oh, man.
Another call. All right. Give him the chop. And meanwhile, Quake for bottom lane. He's almost out of mana. He's going to go for the TP. He ain't going to make it.
Oh, man.
9 slays him. And that is really the story of this game. This is that Seb clip, you know, slay, slay, slay if you're Jay Storm.
Yeah, definitely. They're able to just set up so much with how well. I think Parker was the big one who said it, right? Like, have Brax have a good lane start, and he can just cruise, run around the map, killing pretty much everybody. He's 8-3-5. He's 13 of the 15 kills that they have found so far is because of him with his movements and his start.
All started bottom with those early kills on Insania, and then it's just snowballed ever since.
Yeah, and the Chakra combo with Berserker Call is so absurd. You call, you get Chakra, you call again. It's just it's 6.5 seconds of disable.
Yeah. Taiga TPing out. Brax. Oh,
It's close.
close.
And Fear is just a mana bot, so his compadres don't need to ever go back to base or anything like that. He just walks around, keeps chakring them, so they keep their presence on the map constantly.
So for Liquid, like, obviously this is a great late game lineup if they can get there. They've got Storm, they've got Void, they have good pickoff potential. Do you just look to split push and kind of dodge fights? Are you trying to like smoke and force engagements? What's your game plan to get back into this?
I think at the moment they can just play this to like sit back and farm. Right now they need to push their lanes out, so I think them farming is okay. And I think, yeah, like you said, I think the late game just highly benefits them. So I think just read the map, defensive wards, and if you see them start to clump up, you can look to take a fight. Like just get your Void in a good spot. You have to try to catch this backline though. Like, the Coddle, you may like. I feel like people always think it's like he doesn't do that much, but Coddle does. It's just insane how much impact that hero does have.
It's hard to get to him when
Yeah.
you got a Timber and an Axe all up in your grill.
But you do have a Storm.
That is true.
Should have ways to at least pierce through. And they do have counter engage. They do have this, the Tusk Snowball, which I think is really important for Taiga. He's not really having, like a Blink Dagger early on this hero, but if he's able to get in position to get those, he can turn the tides a bit too. They also have that Dispel that can come up from the Legion, so a couple different little factors for Liquid that could turn things. That's the go for Roche. DD outside the bit.
Nice. 9 will take it.
Yep.
And Liquid do not seem like they're going to be contesting this one. Ice Blast
Too fast.
coming in, but
The DD makes it way too quick. They're not even chakring to double up the melds that we saw some teams do.
Liquid will just take this moment to farm a wee bit more, but they have no interest in contesting this.
Now even more so. Sit back and kind of just farm. Hope you can get some pickoffs for this side of Liquid. Get those lanes pushed out most importantly so that J-Storm can't just start knocking on your tier 2s bottom and top.
How do you feel about this? Mickey going for the Shadow Blade. I imagine eventually the Silver Edge for the Timber Saw.
Yeah, I saw him queued it up. I wasn't sure if he was actually going to finish it.
That's not a very common blade pickup.
So maybe they're going to actually just play for the split push and try to catch people who go to react to it. And then also eventually it'll build into it'll build that Silver Edge. Not sure.
Does mean he's not team fighting. Like BKB, obviously not a game winner this time around. There's still the call, there's the physical damage from TA, but would definitely help you survive in these team fights.
Yeah, I think they're feeling a little bit afraid, as they well should be in this game, and just going to be playing more of that like split push, try to farm, try to catch back up, because they're just, it's such a deficit.
Blink call,
jump.
finds Quake, but this is a big one. Look for the double call.
Don't
Look
even
for the
need
dunk.
it.
Screw that extra call, no need. That ganking combo is devastating.
Yeah. It's a lot of damage that comes out also from Moose. Like even the Mirana, 3, 4, and 12, he's having a really good game. 15 of the 16 kills has been participated with Moose. And he's got a Vessel. So this is a really good item to pick up. Particular versus that Void.
Moonlight Shadow rotation. J-Storm hunting. Yeah, Mickey is just playing enemy woods, so he wants nothing to do with this J-Storm squad right now.
Yeah, they're on attempted recovery.
Yeah, you can see Taiga just with an Invis rune roaming over that way. It's like, let's nomadically abandon home, find a new place to call our own.
Yeah. And we see there by our other, one of our observers, enemy TA is level 17. So if we look at that, it's a very high level TA compared to everybody else. The next highest level is 14s on the side of Liquid. Well, on the side of Liquid.
And he didn't have a great start either. You know, gave up that solo kill to the Storm early on. But, oh, how the tides have turned.
Ancients, yeah. Just got a couple Ancient stacks and a couple kills, and Templar Assassin. BKB Blink finished with that. That's all.
They did almost lose their Courier, I think, to the Void, but barely survives, delivers the pipe for Moo.
J-Storm might force the issue here.
Time to go high ground?
I do think they could. BKB, Blink, Pipe, they've got the tools to be able to try. I don't see why they wouldn't at least force a reaction.
Oh, you see the Shadow Blade build on Void, you're thinking they don't want to fight, we're going to take it to them.
Yeah. Like Pipe, look at this. Like, how do they... This is a 70 health per second Timber Saw.
Smoke up by Liquid.
Got to do something.
What's the initiation going to be? Koikfa is trying to find that backline that you talked about, but the backline is smoked, and here comes the pause.
Look at Mike's positioning on the mini-map, too. The Void is all the way in the back trying to find this, so you can see
they have a sentry, but it's not the best position.
They want this coddle.
Could maybe catch them. They're going to jump it, but the instant call, Koikfa getting caught by the Ignis. He's going to pop instantly. Mike comes in, though, has the Chronosphere. He catches out 2. I don't think he's killing this Mirana quickly. He's going to have to commit everything for it. Legion gives him the attack speed, just doesn't have the damage. It's a buyback recommitment from 3 heroes on Liquid. Mike's still going to go down. Is he going to buy back as well? Not sure it matters. Man, they threw everything in the kitchen sink, and 9, the last man standing as far as damage goes, dishing it out that fight.
It's like
4,400 damage.
I mean, that's when you're sitting there as Sphere and you're like, got me.
Good job, guys.
You got me. But no, they did it the right way. They got the wraparound perfect, but you could see how prepared J-Storm was. Brax was instant on that Blink call. Even though it was still safe, like the Snowball, I believe, grabbed Koikfa immediately, but it didn't matter. It was already enough time to bring down the burst. And Mike, he does not have the damage to go for these type of chrono plays. Even though I think he got pressed attacked at the end, too.
Yeah, but it was
so
towards
soft.
the end of the chrono.
Yeah.
At best, maybe he gets the Mirana kill.
Yep.
Which would not have won them the fight.
But then he overcommits a little bit, trying to get ambitious for the Mirana, and just gets Spirit Vesseled and turned on.
Well, that's going to even further delay Liquid's hopes of taking a big team fight. 20 Bloodstone charges here on Moo. Pipe complete. Very tanky.
How do they oh man, catching up this Storm, catching up this Void is definitely a big problem. They're so far behind. And I don't think the J-Storm's really going to give them too much leniency, too much breathing room at all. I feel like if I was in their position, I'd be like, let's just stick together. You don't get picked up by any Chronos, picked up by the Storm with an AA blast, and you can just look to end it. You've got Mech, I believe, coming too. So Mech, Pipe, BKBs, you're fully ready to go for the push.
They're going to head back bottom. They just lost their Aegis. So if there was ever a window of opportunity, it is right now. But Chrono is still cooling down for 25 seconds. So J-Storm moving in, working on the melee racks. Storm just going to try to shove out that mid lane first. Now the call. Quick initiation on Boxy. 9 is there. The follow-up comes through.
Woo.
Dead.
80 seconds.
Still waiting on the Void Chrono. It's going to be too late. They'll lose a Rax. They're probably losing Shrines next.
I mean, yeah,
and J-Storm are just saying they can't fight us even with their cooldowns. There's no Legion. And even if there were, I'm not sure it would matter. Moo's already rotated mid. 9's going to finish up the range. They're going to try to end this game before 30 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, Moo's at 80 HP per second. Look at this. No cares. Takes the reactive armor stacks as well, since they're tanking. This
I mean, Mickey's trying to backdoor tier 1s. J-Storm are coming for your base. You got to do something.
They're waiting for Koikfa's
Orchid.
Something
is.
Koikfa's Orchid is about 80 gold away, but
look at this. There's a Moonlight Shadow. Arrow in the river. Oh, just going to miss. And even if I guess even if they hit the Void, he's still going to get away. But yeah, they've lost their base. 2 lanes, 2 melees. J-Storm are hunting. They want to get this Void too, but the Ward is going to scout them out.
Yeah, they recognize there's just no way they can fight Koikfa. Trying to cut this mid wave. Heavy amount of TPs. He knows something's up.
Fear with the TP out. Snowball. Oh, it's just going to clip him. I think the TP might have completed time. Would have been close, but in any case, Mike there to look to finish him up. But Brax with the big save. Comes in with the call. Gets off the Battle Hunger. The follow-up call comes through. Fear with the distant chakra. Dunk. Oh, rims out. Mickey has the chrono. Is this the opening? Is this the opening? Oh no, they bait toasted. They're controlling him. Here comes the call. Round number 3, and this one, the death of Mickey. 3 heroes dead. No buybacks. Make it 4. The end is upon Liquid as J-Storm cleanly move over to that top lane.
Oh, Koikfa had his Orchid Gold, but 9 shows up with his own Orchid because he's snowballed like crazy on TA already, that he has an Orchid as well on top and easily gets the solo kill as they, clean up that last Rex. And this is looking in the books.
Man, 2 very stompy games in a row. Game 1 just felt like there was no hope for J-Storm, almost based on the draft. Game 2, you know, obviously Liquid's draft looks pretty well-rounded, but they just got run over in the lanes.
Yeah. This bottom lane went, I mean, all the lanes went great, right? Mid lane, 9, it still went pretty even, I would say. And then he just backs up and farms stacks. Fear had some super clutch early game moves. I felt like he saved a couple people with these blinding lights.
That one blinding light mid, where it like knocked them to the low ground, that was huge. So it's now Mega Creeps, sub 30 minutes. And Liquid not ready to call the GG. They will fight on for now.
I think they maybe just, I don't see a way back in this one.
This is where you're strategizing for game 3, perhaps?
Yeah. They don't have the heroes to keep the waves out. I mean, Mjolnir is finished on the Void, so he can, but yeah, the rest of them is pretty impossible. So they're going to look for a fight. If they 5-0 wipe, then maybe they're just going to be like, all right, let's go.
5-0 wipe, you're probably looking at like a 8K gold swing or something.
Yeah.
So
maybe,
that could do it. Mickey's going to run into Moo initially. He's actually got a 3-hero Chrono right now. He gets it off too with the Ice Blast. Is this the opening that Liquid have been waiting for all game long? Moo is the pipe. He can't get it off. He's going to go down and double buyback instantly, but the rest of the squad joins. 9 moving in, drops the trap. Does catch 2 on the high ground, looking for Insania, trying to finish him off, but his BKB's committed. He may have overextended. Not respecting them here on the high ground. Ghost Scepter by Taiga. They're working on him. They're working on him. They're going to get the TA too. That's 3 heroes finished off. Liquid did lose 3 of their own. Void dead, Storm dead, AA dead. Obviously, on paper, a win for Liquid as far as gold goes, but now the base is in jeopardy. They're just going straight in.
Yeah, they can just look to climb. They can just look to end it. 9 even buying back aggressively.
Throne time.
Yeah, no Chrono, no Storm, no AA. Still got about 15 seconds, and these are not regular creeps. These are mega creeps.
Oh, Mickey time walking dangerously right through the arrow.
Boxy
Trying. Also backing off. Moo just says, let's kill buildings, guys. Buildings are the goal here. Ignis as they snowball their way out of it, but also deep behind enemy lines. Taiga trying to make it back one direction, Boxy dragging them the other, but the creeps are just working on these buildings. Mickey so dangerously low. With the Mjolnir, tries to keep the base up. The creep keep on marching in. Mickey gets ensnared, and the GG is called. A stomp into a counter stomp, and we're going to a game 3.
Yeah, this one, J-Storm looked to have infinitely better draft across the board. I think just everything. They can actually make aggressive plays. They have 9 on a hero that I feel like, I know he plays Viper, but this looks much more comfortable for him. Like he can just kind of, it's a natural hero that's just good. Viper I feel like is this like kind of just mediocre hero in the game at the moment. And yeah, you have Mu on his best hero, period. His Timbersaw.
Well, decisive win. Seems like we have 2 very different styles. You know, Liquid want to have this big team fight, really strong mid and late game, play more of the farm, slow pace battle. J-Storm, they just want to take the fight to Liquid early and often. So which style is going to prevail in game 3?
Not sure, but this one was pretty hot by them. So
yeah, so we'll try to see if our panel has some answers for us. Who's taking the series? Sheever, good win here by J-Storm.